I'm Whitney.
I'm Mindy.
And I'm Deb.
We're three best friends who love nerdy things.
Well, some people think we're nerdy, but we think we're pretty awesome.
This is our nerdiest thing.
Hello, fellow nerds, and welcome to our nerdiest thing. Today, we're going to be talking about the best spicy tips we've gotten from a book.
More than the tip.
Ooh. Or sometimes that's all you need. Do you know what to do with it? She said with a question mark.
Have you ever read a book where she got just the tip and was satisfied?
It's not that one scene in Priest.
I'm going to talk about Priest in an upcoming episode, actually.
I'm going to talk about it today.
I'm talking about Priest in our Characters That Need to Get Over It episode that's coming up. It's not Tyler, by the way.
Can't wait. Well, so anyway, before we get into it, Deb, will you please share our nerdy news?
These do not have sex tips in them. These are just books that are coming out this week and next week.
They might. We don't know.
They might have. That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. This first one, definitely not. It's a horror book. This is Nowhere Burning by Catroina Ward.
Yeah, burning's not
but it's nowhere burning, so that is a good sex tip.
Yeah, so they got the medicine and they're doing fine. Sorry to this author. So this book is about it's about a ranch that is rumored to
be burning. Is it rumored to be burning?
It's rumored to fuck. That's a sex tip. With fucking a house.
Okay, you're going to feel real grossed out in a minute.
Oh, no.
So it's rumored that a ranch nestled in the peaks of the Rocky Mountains is now a home to a group of feral children. A place where adults cannot enter and where children go with hopes to find a new family. But the Nowhere kids are fierce in defending their turf and their clan, and this group is a new type of diabolical. Oh. And something dark lives in the burned shell of Nowhere, something which asks a terrible price for sanctuary.
That doesn't sound sexy.
No.
It reminds me of who was the serial killer that had the ranch? Who was that?
Probably more than one,
Yeah.
but I'm not
who
sure.
was the one, the movie where Brad Pitt just drives around for hours? The Quentin Tarantino
Manson?
film? Yeah.
Oh,
Manson.
yeah.
Yeah, because he had like that house out
Charlie
in the desert.
Manson.
Yeah, that's kind of what this
yeah.
reminds me of.
I
But
almost said Marilyn Manson.
Catroina Ward wrote a book a couple years ago that scared the shit out of me, and it was also about kids, and she really delves into like trauma. And so
Yeah.
you probably want to read the trigger warnings on that.
Yeah.
So the next one is A Secret in the Garden. That also sounds sexy.
Yes.
This book is the first in a series of deliciously dark and whimsical standalone romances by Jeneane ORiley.
Nice.
She wrote Does It Hurt and all of those. So it's about a botanist who approaches a fucking Christ.
We tried to keep it off the microphone. We were just making
In
faces.
my mind, I'm starting to think
I can see you, right?
future episodes are going to be titles that are like, is this a sex tip or not?
or a
Title of a romance book.
Yes,
like that.
yes.
Yeah. Like Moose Munch. Deb wasn't here. She wasn't here for that episode.
A camel in my pants.
I'll hold your monster. Sorry.
Okay.
Tell me-
Secret in the Garden.
Tell me about the garden.
About a botanist who approaches a recluse of a shattered manor who offers her a life-changing donation that could save her job, but only if she restores the manor's conservatory, which happens to have whispers in the wall, confusing disturbances, and a presence watching her every move.
Lots of like paranormal stuff.
Yes.
That's awesome.
The next one is A Crown of War and Shadow by J.R. Ward. I'm currently arc reading this book, and I have to say that if you love her Black Dagger Brotherhood series, you need to just erase those books from your mind, because this is her first romantasy book, and her other
it's like
series
very
is
different.
paranormal romance, right? And this is nothing like the Black Dagger Brotherhood. This is a true romantasy in which I, a diehard J.R. Ward fan and Romantasy fan, I really grappled with the change, right? But it is really good. So I'm hoping her fans will give her a chance, because you're going to read it and go, whoa, this isn't what I was expecting. But I think that's kind of the point.
Right.
Sure.
She's been writing Black Dagger Brotherhood since the 90s.
Yeah.
We need to let her write something else, right? So in this book, our FMC Sorrel is cursed with magical abilities that have, of course, been outlawed, right? And after being outcast from her village, she's sent on a quest to return the crown to the Queen of the Badlands, with hopes that the Queen will save their kingdom from the demons that are starting to cross this veil. Okay. So she takes up a mercenary's offer to grant her passage to the Badlands, but only if she promises him a night in his bed.
Oh.
And
That sounds like J.R. Ward.
Yeah, it does. This is one of those books where I still can't tell who's good or bad.
Oh, I love those kinds of
And the FMC has a really cool magical ability that you need to read, because I'm not sharing yet. Because it's really, really interesting, and I really, really like it. And I want to know what people think of it. So
Nice.
Go read it. Go read it. Mindy, have you arc read Now Back to You?
Yes.
Okay, so this is about two competing meteorologists that are forced to find common ground in this opposites attract when Harry met Sally inspired romance. So this is the second book in the Heartstrings series, which follows First Time Caller. So next we have Cleopatra by Saara El-Arif. And this is a book about the queen and legend, Cleopatra, but she tells her own story, defending history's misconceptions of her being a seductress, witch, and possessing bloodlust. And it's being marketed as a story of not how she died, but how she lived.
Oh, I love that.
And it is fantasy. So I'm very excited
Nice.
about that. All right. So Isles of Emberdark by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 21st book in the
crazy.
Cosmere series, but he
That's
says it's a
crazy.
standalone. So again, if it's book 21, maybe you want to read a little bit of the series first.
A little bit.
So no spoilers here since it is so deep in the series, but there is big news for Brandon Sanderson fans. The Cosmere world is being picked up for television. So the
wow.
first titles being eyed for adaptation, it's the Mistborn series and the Stormlight Archive series. So we've got some really, really good fantasy and sci-fi
That's
coming to the
awesome.
screen, which is
Yeah.
really, really cool. He's a great author. So next week, there is one book coming out that it's an auto buy for me. I'm very excited about it. And it's In Her Own League by Liz Tomforde. And this is a new series for the author who penned the Mile High series, but we'll see a familiar character, and that's Emmett Montgomery. And if you don't remember who he is, he's Miller's father, who's the FMC in Caught Up. Right?
Oh,
So
okay.
this book will feature Emmett and the new team owner that we meet at the end of the Mile High series.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm
Okay.
excited because Emmett, they talk about like how hot he is for his age, and
Yeah.
he's like this really sweet like golden retriever, and Reese is like this badass. She's like the first female like owner of a team like this, and so I'm excited to see.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm
There's
excited for
I've
that.
never read a book by Liz Tomforde that I didn't like.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. So, and I mean, she's got
And
like
she's
what-
an amazing person.
yeah,
too.
she is. She's really, really cool. So yeah, that's what's coming out.
Yay.
Bunch of fun stuff.
That's good
Fantastic.
stuff.
Well, let's go into the nerdy and dirty with what we're reading. And I can go first because I actually read First Time Caller, which is the
did?
first book
Yeah.
to the BK Borison book you were just talking about that comes out this week. So I really loved Good Spirits. That was the first book I've ever read of BK Borison.
God, I love that book.
So I wanted to read more. And I really, really enjoyed this book a lot. So Aiden Valentine is a popular radio host with a late night romance advice show. Lucy's 12-year-old daughter calls in on her mom's behalf, which leads to Lucy joining the show to find her true love, right? But is it going to be a problem that she and Aiden have the hots for each other? Yes.
Yes, it is.
But we love it anyway. I really, really enjoyed it. I like BK Borison, her just writing style. I like her tone and the way that she writes things. I really enjoyed the Sleepless in Seattle of it all with this book.
Right.
This is definitely inspired.
'Cause the next one's when Harry met Sally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It was really great.
But we
I
get an
loved it.
orgasm scene. That'd be funny.
I would
fake
love,
orgasm scene?
I would love that.
Yeah.
A fake orgasm scene would be
Put
great.
it in the book.
Yeah.
It's not too late. It came out today.
Because I really, you can add it in. No, I would actually really love that. I have no idea if that's part of this book at all, but I would really love that if it was like a crappy one night stand
Yeah.
and she had to fake it. And then it turns into like, actually, let me help you be better. Because I've read a couple books like that and
yeah.
it's great, or it can be great.
I like when someone learns.
Yeah.
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 It's pretty good stuff. So I really loved First Time Caller and I'm excited to read Now Back to You.
I'm reading nothing like that. I read Daggermouth, and the author H.M. Wolf, we get to meet them at Imaginarium, and I can't wait. She has written a true enemies to lovers, like feminist rage book. It's awesome. I read this book in 2 sittings, and I loved her character development and plot twists. And I'll warn readers, you've got to read the trigger warnings with everything that's happening in our current political climate. This book is about a corrupt government and public executions. So just, make sure you're in the right headspace to do that.
Yeah.
And it does end on somewhat of a cliffhanger and does not get wrapped up. So it's amazing writing, though, and I really, really loved it. And true enemies to lovers, which you don't see very often. Usually it's like he's a jerk, but he's not really a jerk.
Right.
And he actually secretly loves
she
her.
has she has a reason to actually hate him.
Nice.
And
I like
she
that.
actually tries to kill him the first time they see each other. Which is
Oh.
awesome. Yeah.
As she
Give him
should.
poppy vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for sure. But this girl hasn't been like cloistered. She is like pissed off.
Yeah.
So yeah, go read it, and then if you're
love the
going to be,
title.
Yeah, I
if you're
do
going to
too.
be with us at Imaginarium, make sure you go say hi to H.M. Wolf. She's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mindy, what are you reading?
I'm reading something very different for me. It's actually a fantasy book. Kind of romantasy, I guess. I'm not really all the way into it yet. It's called A Land So Wide. It's by Aaron A. Craig.
Oh, Sadie loves her.
This is a fantasy book, and what I like about the premise is that the heroine already has her soulmate from the beginning.
Oh.
It's not about like trying to find that or like their enemies or lovers or
I love
anything.
that.
So, but her dad, of course, doesn't approve of him.
Oh, well.
And they live in this village that's surrounded by these stones that keep them inside the village overnight. Like they can go out during the day, but overnight, it's
You got to stay in.
you got to stay in, and it's these beings called the Benevolents that
Oh.
supposedly hook them up to these stones, and they protect them from creatures called the Bright-Eyes.
Oh.
They are having all these rituals that's totally giving M. Night Shyamalan vibes right
Yeah.
now, or even like supernatural Scarecrow episode vibes. Because
Yeah, that one is
I know
scary.
because they offer food and livestock as tithes to these weird people that they've never seen, and then they have this other ritual called the Hunt, and all the unmarried girls go hide, and all the eligible bachelors go try to find their bride. It's crazy.
That's 7 brides for 7 brothers.
So anyway, the heroine hides where she knows her soulmate will find her, but he doesn't show up until the end, and instead of finding her, he like passes right by and crosses these stones after they're on lockdown, which he's not supposed to be able to do. And then she sees a bright-eyed chase him, so she has to go find him. I'm only like a third of the way through this, and
Yeah.
I'm totally hooked. I'm so excited to see how this goes.
Yeah. What's that called?
It's called A Land So Wide.
A Land So Wide.
By
Yeah,
Aaron
it does
A. Craig.
kind of make me feel vibes of the villagers, the M. Night Shyamalan
Yes,
villagers.
yes.
The Village.
The Village.
The
yeah.
Village,
Yeah,
yeah.
it definitely has that sort of aura, atmosphere. It just, that's how
Yeah,
it feels
yeah.
to me. It's got that sort of supernatural vibe, but still, I don't know, it's just really
You'll
good.
have to ask
Yeah.
Sadie about some of her other books because she adores that author.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Will you keep us going, Mindy, with what you're watching?
Sure. I am another creepy thing I'm doing, watching Wayward on Netflix.
Oh. What's
This is a really creepy show about a quote special school in the woods that's basically a cult, and so is the town that it's in. And I don't want to give away too much because there's this whole thing about it, but it's just really well done. It's got Toni Collette, and she's like the crazy cult leader lady. And then it's also stars Mae Martin, who is a phenomenal transgender actor, just excellent in it. So good. I loved it.
Yeah, Toni Collette is always amazing
She's
in whatever
really,
it is
really
that
good.
she's doing. Yeah. Well, I can go next because mine is also on Netflix and is also like cult.
Mine's on Netflix too.
I watched, this is another true crime documentary, Evil Influencer is what it's called.
I thought that one would freak me out, so I didn't watch it.
Don't watch it. Seriously, don't watch it. There's major trigger warning for child abuse. This documentary focuses on mom blogger Ruby Franke and more so on her business partner Jody Hildebrandt. So this is a like overly simplified version, but basically Jody is a therapist who made a name for herself in the Mormon community in Utah as a marriage and parenting therapist. Ruby Franke and her husband started seeing her as their therapist, and Ruby and Jody just really hit it off, decided to become business partners and start like an online course basically for parenting. However, both of them are currently in jail because they were arrested for child abuse because they were torturing Ruby's 2 youngest children. So there's a lot of...
Can you not, people?
It's
just don't.
What's wrong with people?
It's very bad. There's a lot of religious trauma. There's a lot of like religious manipulation. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of religious psychosis. Ruby Franke at one point says basically like her 2 youngest children are possessed by demons, and that's why they're doing what they're doing, to try to like purify them, basically. That kind of stuff. Like it's really, really nuts.
No, thank you.
There are some real questionable decisions by other adults that aren't Ruby and Jody, that aren't abusing the children, but are like, why were no red flags raised for you? Like, why were we turning a blind eye to things we should have been questioning, kind of stuff. And ultimately, I believe that Jody specifically is just an evil psychopath. I truly, like, she is a psychopath. She's completely insane. And I don't think either one of them have any actual remorse, even though they claim that they do. And they can both just rot. I mean, seriously, like, if that's a trigger for you, I would absolutely not watch that documentary for, you know, child abuse and stuff. But if you're a true crime person, it's just really interesting, because she was really good. Jody created a huge online presence, and that's basically like how she was able to be successful.
Right.
And that's where she got clients, essentially. She was really good at like social media marketing, right? And so everybody's like, well, she's fine. She is not fine.
She's not fine.
So it was pretty nuts and a half. So bring us up, Deb.
Well, it's not really uplifting, but I love Tessa Thompson. And so I watched His and Hers.
Also on Netflix.
Okay, so this is not my nerdiest thing of the week, but it should have been. As you were talking about your Netflix show, I was looking at my notes, and it was like, I watched this show for Tessa Bailey. I was like, no,
That's the wrong Tessa.
Okay, so this is such a fun watch, and it's one of those shows where you think you've got it figured out the entire time.
Yeah.
Right? And everyone's just an awful person, and you really don't know who to root for, right? You're like, oh, you're fucked up. Oh, you're fucked up. Oh, you're fucked up.
I love that.
There's an amazing twist at the end that's like chef's kiss. I highly recommend it.
The actor in that too, John Bernthal.
Yeah. He's on
him.
The Walking Dead, right?
He was. Yeah. He was.
And so I highly recommend that show. You need to watch the entire thing and watch it until closing credits. Just take my word for it. You don't have it figured out. Yeah. So very, very fun times.
Well, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Thank you, Bill and Ted.
Yeah. That show is not going to leave you feeling good, though.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. John Bernthal might. I like it.
I don't know.
I'm probably not in this show, though.
No.
Well, let's go into what we're listening to. And I can go first because I feel very confident that I'm listening to something different than either of you guys. I'm listening to a nonfiction, but it's Michelle Obama, so it's good. It's The Light We Carry by Michelle Obama. And I started reading this on Kindle and then switched to the audio because I couldn't like stay focused on it, you know? And I wanted to hear it in her voice too. And I much prefer the audiobook for this one. I have her book Becoming on hold to listen to as well. Becoming is more like her memoir. This is kind of memoir-ish. Like she talks about her past and stuff, but it's really about getting through like hard times and struggles.
Yeah.
And she kind of wrote this book in between COVID and Trump's second term. So she references COVID a lot and references his first term a lot. And it just feels very relevant. Very relevant now.
Very classy woman.
She's so smart, so intelligent, just very wise. And I did find it very helpful. It's all about being resilient, staying positive, and, you know, no matter what's going on around you, which is, you know, sadly relevant for us right now, but I did find it a little bit helpful, and I just find her voice very soothing too. Like I just like to listen. She reads it,
cool.
It's her own voice, which I always like in a nonfiction, especially when people read it. The author reads it themselves, and that's very much the type of book that you need to be in the mood for. Right? It's not an escape at all. Right. It's not that it's a downer, but it's not gonna like lift you up necessarily.
I don't read anything that's real.
Yeah,
it was good.
It
does. It makes me depressed.
Yeah, I liked it. I
like,
felt good after
this
listening
fantasy
to it.
world where everyone died. I'm fine with that.
Because it's not real.
It's not real.
Yeah, but I did enjoy it a lot. I really like her.
I mean, you've seen the horrors lately, right? I don't need to read
all
about
of this. All of this.
It's not funny, but if we don't laugh, we'll cry.
Exactly. Yeah. So I feel confident you guys are listening to something a little bit different vibe.
Yeah, I listened to The Goat in the Bedroom by Amy Orr.
Different vibe.
So the funny thing about her books is this is in the Kingsman series, and there's animals in every book. So like, yes, it is the goat in the bedroom, but there's also goats.
Like gosh, literally a goat.
Awesome. Yeah. So I loved this audiobook. And again, I'm going to shout out to Libro FM for an advanced copy of this book.
Libro
FM. Laying it down.
I just let you all go with that.
If you haven't listened to our interview with Amy Award, you need to go and download it. People, I have to say, people love it. We've gotten a lot of new listeners from it, but she's hilarious and so smart. And what I love about her, she only writes green flag men.
Yes. I love that.
So you're not typically going to have like a third act breakup. Don't get me wrong, there's shit they need to work on, but they own it up. They own up to it, right? So if you're looking for a sweet romance, her books are for you. And I do recommend this audiobook. And this is one of those authors where it could actually be a standalone.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's references to other things that have happened, so it is going to spoil the previous books for you. But I mean, it's sweet romance. Not, I mean, there's going to be an HEA. It's not actually spoiling
not a huge
anything.
Plot twist.
So, but it's really cute. They do end up with two goats, and I forget what their names are, but they're really fucking funny.
Aww.
And then, it's a like friends to romance type of thing.
Yeah,
best friends to romance. So go check it out.
Very cool.
And Amy Award is very, very sweet. You need to go read more of her.
Yeah. What about you, Mindy?
I'm
Michelle Obama?
No. I think I'm listening to something sort of in between. I'm listening to a podcast. And not the whole podcast, just only because Connor Story and Hudson Williams are on it. It's the Shut Up Evan
go listen
podcast.
To our Heated Rivalry episode.
Yes, go listen to our Heated Rivalry episode because you'll find out that I am very into it.
I'm a little into it myself.
What's the name of the podcast again?
It's called Shut Up Evan.
Yeah.
Shut Up Evan?
Yeah. And it's actually an LGBTQ plus podcast.
Gotcha.
So, but he has on a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
And so I've only listened to the Connor Story and the Hudson Williams ones, but I enjoy
how did
it.
Shut Up Evan get Connor and Hudson, but not us?
I know, right?
We're available.
Damn you, Evan.
Evan, or if you're listening.
Shut up, Evan, and let us interview them. Actually, he did a really good job.
He really did. Yeah. He did a great job.
Was this the one where Hudson was talking about wearing like the
modesty garment?
Yes.
And how he's like, you got to stick your balls in first.
You got to squat. And
they broke the ice by trying those on and coming out of the room together.
That's what, I saw some of the clips from this.
Should we just do another
then,
Heated Rivalry episode? Because I'm going to talk about it in spicy tips we got from books.
I am too.
Really?
Yeah, well, it was one of mine. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
Well, sorry, Mindy. I feel like I interrupted you, but was that it?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much. That brings us to our nerdiest topic. The best spicy tip we got from a book. So who wants to go first?
I'll go.
All right, Deb.
The first book I want to talk about is The Pairing by Casey McQuiston.
Love that book.
I learned so much about bisexual positions that I had no clue about in this book. I mean, it is a food tour across Europe. It is a couple that they're a non-binary couple. Well, one person's non-binary, right?
Yes.
And the other one goes by he. And they break up before they're supposed to take this European like food tour trip. And they've been together for a really long time. Yeah. And they both, right before the trip's about to expire, both take it like on the last of course they're on it together, right?
Oh no.
So, it's a second chance romance,
sure.
But I learned that the penis can be inserted between folds of the body to act as like a hole?
Like a pseudo.
Yeah. I guess you would call it that. Men like friction and tight spaces create that.
Yeah.
They do a lot of that. And I was like, oh, that would work. Because he's also queer.
Yes.
And so he likes doing different types of positions, even though she is what's born female.
Yeah. Right.
They are born female. Yeah.
They have a vagina.
Yes, they have a vagina. Thank you. So speaking of heated rivalry, let's talk about frauding. If you don't know what frauding is. Frauding is an extremely intimate sexual act that queer men engage in where they essentially rub their penises against each other until they orgasm. It is face-to-face and is actually like a really sweet, intimate
it's very
moment.
Intimate.
And Heated Rivalry shows how sweet it can be. I mean, it freaks Shane out because he feels like so connected to Ilya in the show. He's like, I gotta go.
Bye.
Well, see ya.
Exactly.
Now, I will say the only thing about that scene is I was like, where'd all your spooge go?
I know.
He like stands up and there's like none anywhere. And I'm like, I know you both just got off. I saw it.
They didn't show it.
Right.
They
no,
showed,
I saw,
definitely got up and did not wipe it off.
That's true.
Did they just like, never mind. Okay. So speaking of frauding, I want to give a call back to a few of our episodes where we discussed pucking around with Emily Rath. And in those episodes, which I'll link in the show notes, I did 2 different deep dives. One was about genital piercings and how they can be used for pleasure, which I knew that people did that, but I didn't know like all the piercings. Right. And the other was how anal sex can actually be comfortable if you're doing it correctly. I had no clue. And I was always amazed that people found pleasure in anal sex. So people that find pleasure know how to do it correctly, apparently.
I actually put that in my notes when I was watching Heated Rivalry for our episode last week and was like, are they prepping? Because they're not showing it.
Jacob Tierney actually said something because people were like, you're not showing any of the aftercare. And he's like, do you really want to watch them douche on screen or do anything?
That's
do you really want to watch them flush themselves out before they have anal sex? Like, no, that's off screen. And I mean,
suspend your disbelief.
Right.
Okay?
Emily Rath pretty much says that too. She's like, come on, there's prep work that isn't sexy that you.
That's true. Yeah.
But we do talk
it's not
about
a textbook. You know.
Yeah. We do talk about that in our episodes. So if you are interested in how that could actually be pleasurable, or you want to tell me I said something wrong, you can go listen to it. But yeah, I think honestly for me, I'm straight, but I like reading these books because I don't know about these things, right? I didn't know that. And I mean, some of these things are things I could do with my husband if I wanted to, right? Like a food tour across Europe. No, I'm kidding.
Shockingly, they do not do any food-related sex play.
There's no food play?
Yeah, you're right.
That is interesting.
They keep the food and wine separate. It's its own pleasure. I mean, it kind of is.
It kind of is, yeah.
Here's the thing, I will say, if you're not into food, you're probably not going to like that book very much. But if you love food and you've traveled at all, that book's amazing.
It's great.
Yeah. So those are the things I learned. I learned more than just the tip.
Like you have like a specific move, right? That you learn. I couldn't think of a specific move or anything like that, but I forgot that I wrote this way in my notes, and now I'm making myself laugh.
At least you made someone laugh.
I know, right? This is what I wrote. In general, books have opened up my legs to the wonderful world. See, I forgot that I wrote it like that instead of opened up my eyes. They opened up my legs to the wonderful world of praise, which I don't think that I would have.
Yeah, I didn't really know about praise kink either.
Yeah, like that's not something that I would have been like, I want you to do this for me. You know what I mean?
Who doesn't like being told they're doing a good job?
I mean, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. So I don't have a specific book, like the first book I read that has praise kink or whatever, but I do have a few books that I really enjoy that have praise in it. So the first one is Praise by Sarah Kate.
I wonder what that's about.
I know, right? That one's, kind of an obvious choice. One that I've actually just reread recently is If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia.
Love that book.
He has a lot of praise.
Kink in that?
So I mean, it's not written
just
as
moved up in my TBR.
It's not so much. It's not specifically written as a kink, but
he is
he's very vocal, and she's like, I like when you say those things, so keep on doing it,
Here's the thing, and I've been seeing this on Threads a lot lately. If you're not on Threads, it is so unhinged, and I love it, so
really
much.
Is. It makes me laugh
It makes me laugh. Like, I was shaking the bed laughing so hard.
Sometimes it makes me mad, and I delete it, but then I always come back.
And I totally forgot what I was going to say, because I was like, Threads is amazing. What were we talking about before?
Praise.
I don't fucking know. Forget it. I forgot. I had a point.
Mile High by Liz Tomforde, who I think we just talked about either earlier this episode or maybe it was last week.
I remember
her new
what
book.
it was. No, I fucking forgot again. What is wrong with me?
Something fun on Threads. Who knows?
It was a woman who said, hey guys, we don't like it when you're quiet.
Oh yeah.
And
this is true.
thousands of comments.
I don't want
bet.
Darren to say.
Well,
anything.
I don't. No, I'm not talking about talking. I'm talking about men who are quiet, like they don't make any
reacting.
noise.
Oh, okay.
Responding.
Okay. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
because that is like a thing. Like
Yeah.
we want, if you're not, even if you're not saying like, "I like it there, baby," like grunts and moans.
Yeah, no
and
kidding.
you
A
enjoy-
response, yeah.
And I will
Absolutely.
say honestly, what I've always thought was so hot about Jamie Fraser and Outlander when they do their scenes is he is noisy.
He is responsive.
Yeah, and that is very, very, very sexy. So
That's
even
put me
here-
over the edge numerous times.
Yeah, for sure. Jamie Fraser.
Yes. But no, the vocalizations.
Yeah, no.
But I don't want dirty talk from Darren.
No.
He's not good at
But,
it.
like-
Love my husband, but no.
But if we know we're like doing it right, just like men
Yes,
like that, right?
exactly.
Like I want to be able
Some
to hear
kind
it.
of signal that
like validation.
that you just did, that was good.
Sorry,
Keep it up,
it took
you know?
me 3 times to remember what the threads thing was
it's
about.
okay.
I'm very, very tired.
It's all good. It was worth it. It was worth the wait.
Was it?
Mile High by Liz Tomforde has some good praise in it. And then Priest by Sierra Simone is one of my all-time favorites when we're talking about spice. And I wrote in my notes, I honestly don't even know how much praise is actually in Priest, but I still recommend it. It's just a great foundation for a lovely, intimate evening. And
If you're in a church.
that we mentioned, even not in the church, the best scene, in my personal opinion, the best scene is the middle of the night one where he puts her up on the kitchen counter, and it literally is just the tip, so that he can kind of be like, "Well, I didn't actually."
He
do
was
you."
soaking.
Yeah, he's like, well, we didn't. That doesn't count, right? Like, I didn't actually break my vow. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah.
So
I think that scene
I'm
is
going to
great.
talk a little bit more about that book when we record next week.
Oh, good, goody, good. Mindy, tell us about your spicy.
So mine are kind of all over the place. I want to
Excellent.
start with the Pucked series because I feel like it always goes back to that.
Helena Hunting Puck?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's either in Forever Pucked or it might be the deleted scenes book called Pucks and Penalties. But it's when Violet from the first book Pucked finally agrees to use a butt plug. And that was literally the first time I considered it as being something that might be, like you said, might be
Enjoyable.
something that I would enjoy.
Yeah.
But she also does something, I think, in that same book, in that same whatever story it was, that I will not be participating in.
But if you do, that's okay.
Or
right?
even considering, and that is bedazzling your lady bits.
How does she bedazzle him?
She gets it done. I don't
It's a
know.
mystery.
She goes to some salon and they do it.
I'm
A professional
picturing,
bedazzle.
I'm picturing like that punch kit that you could get off of infomercials
I always wanted that as a kid.
to
I wanted
bedazzle
bedazzler?
your badge.
Oh yeah. Didn't you dream of that as a child?
She didn't hear the whole sentence.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh,
I'm playing along with your joke. I'm yes-anding, Deb.
I'm bedazzled right now.
Wouldn't you like to know?
God, that would fucking hurt.
That thing's essentially a hole puncher.
If I'm remembering correctly too, and I don't always remember correctly, but I think it starts to like come apart as they're doing it. So
That's
like,
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just doesn't sound.
It makes me
great.
That's
think
realistic, though.
Yeah, it is.
It makes
is.
me think of the men that like bedazzle their beards at the holidays
Oh,
with like glitter and
yeah.
ornaments. That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah.
She has like a bunch of pubes and it's glittery.
I was just thinking the same thing. Like,
I kinda think
you
it
need
is.
to wax before. That's
but
a
then
whole
what's it
other
going to
issue.
stick to?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's- I-
The questions
I don't
we
know.
Get the
have
hot
on
glue.
this
Get the
podcast.
hot glue gun
I
out.
didn't do that much. I didn't do any research into that because I was not going to do that.
Well, come
That's
on,
going to be
Mindy.
a bonus episode on Patreon.
Patreon exclusive.
I'm not kidding.
Bedazzle the veg. So this one's not a tip for
gosh.
me per se, and it goes back
Tip
to
for someone.
but goes back to Emily Rath, and one of the things that I was going to talk about was frauding, which you've already talked about. It's just I learned a lot of new terms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And frauding
Like, oh,
was
that's what
frauding
that's
was one
called.
of them, and then docking was the other one.
What is that?
It's in Pucking Ever After. It's the Caleb. It's the dentist. The Caleb and oh god, I almost called
Ilmari.
him. Thank you. I almost called him Ilya because Caleb and
They are
Ilmari.
both like foreign men with accents, and
Yes,
they're both
and they're both
blonde.
hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tall and blonde.
But docking is where it can only be done if the man has a foreskin. One of the men has a foreskin.
Okay.
Oh.
So they put the tips together and then this foreskin goes over the other one, and it's like a
friction.
Yeah.
So
it's similar to frotting, but not on top of each other.
But only one of them really gets the pleasure, or they both do?
They both do, because you're rubbing.
I think you have to
the foreskin's
rub
moving back and
the
forth.
foreskin. But yes.
Interesting.
So that was called docking. I'd never heard of that before. Again, not something that I can participate in, but like
I don't remember that from that book.
Yeah,
maybe I didn't understand what it was.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a foreskin or a penis.
Exactly. Like, it's not something that we're going to be participating in. So. And then
have you ever had sex with anyone with a foreskin?
Yes,
I have too. There's a lot of mechanics.
Yeah. It's definitely
difficult.
I feel like there's a little bit of more prep.
There is, but from what I understand, men that have foreskin are more sensitive.
Yeah,
because it's always covered.
Yeah.
Whitney's like looking at us wide eyed.
I don't know what's happened. How did I get here?
Whitney has not slept with anyone with a foreskin. It's a skin over the
comment
of their dick.
Well, I am a preacher's kid. I know what a foreskin is.
Yeah, but you're a preacher's kid, so you're like, slop that thing off there.
King David got 100 of them before he could get married. In the Old Testament, that is a true Bible story.
He has to circumcise 100 people?
Yeah, he has to deliver like 100 foreskin of the enemy to King Saul so he could marry King Saul's daughter.
That is a messed up book.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Look it up, folks.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I think that's
moving
in
on.
2 Samuel. Anyway.
2 Samuel. Shout out to 2 Samuel.
Shout out to Samuel.
Go Sam. Go Sam.
It's your foreskin. It's your foreskin.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to hell.
My parents would be so proud.
Thank goodness they can't figure out how to stream this.
No, my dad's parental control settings are too strict, so it won't play for him.
Sorry.
Because it's rated E for explicit.
I don't think they let you hang out with me anymore. You're a grown-ass woman.
That's probably true. I'm sorry,
God.
Mindy. Tell us more.
I'd be like, is Deborah going to be there with her foreskin?
With her foreskin talk.
Mindy started it.
What else about foreskins, man?
Well, this made me pee a little. Oh, shout out to pelvic floor therapy.
Not about foreskins, but about cleanliness.
Oh, okay.
I never realized how hot it is when a partner cleans her up.
Oh.
I like that too.
It never crossed my mind as being something that I would
very
enjoy
tender.
or be into in romance books. But yeah, it is. It's a tender moment, and it's very romantic and a little bit hot.
It's aftercare.
Yeah, and just it's something about a man taking care of his woman in a way that's not like.
Here's the thing: it could be MM, and it could be very sweet.
Yeah, 100%.
Aftercare in general.
Sperm is messy, y'all.
It is very
semen, I guess, not sperm.
Well, I mean, semen.
Got a lot of jokes. I'm going to choose to just move on.
So anyway, yes, that was something that was surprising to me. It's not even sexual necessarily, but just
it's part of intimacy.
Yeah,
though.
exactly. Yeah. And then going back to Heated Rivalry,
I've not heard of this show.
Tell you more.
What's this?
The distracting blowy while on a phone call.
Oh. That is so funny.
I feel like this is something I would definitely do to Darren. Like
Ilya's a fucking menace in that scene.
He's not on the phone that much except for with work. So I don't know how well he would take it, but I'm kind of into trying this. Oh yeah. I would take it. So I don't know. Maybe to
report back
to be determined. Yeah.
TBD.
I think that would be fun. And then go ahead.
Would he be able to keep his shit together?
I don't know if he could.
I live with the person who's very loud.
I think he wouldn't be loud. I honestly think he'd be like, stop it. Like he would be very
I'm working.
He would be very prudish about it.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Although he's on mute half the time anyway, so who knows. But
unmute it.
Tell Kirk how you like it.
Too many wet sounds.
Oh my gosh. And then finally, this is something I think that I would be into. There is a motorcycle sex scene in Pact by Kristen Granada.
I own that and I've still not read it.
I wouldn't say no to trying that.
Yeah, I'd be into that.
But the best part about it is she's so cute because on her Instagram, she has this whole reel about how she reached out to this biker boy that she knows to see if it was like realistic. And he did this whole video on showing her, not like naked or anything, but stuff on the bike to see if it would be stable. He was like checking the bike and making sure it wasn't going to fall down. And
I mean, you got to do your research.
I mean, but it was adorable that she did that and reached out and that he sent her a video back and showed her like, you know, dynamically how it could be done.
I like when authors do that. Yeah. Like, I have this idea, but is it a real thing or am I just being crazy?
She had a sensitivity reader for motorcycle sex. My favorite thing about Kristen Granada, because she is queer, is when she gets really hateful messages from people, and she'll pull, because she's a teacher, she will pull out her like white lined, like oversized paper and correct their grammar. And I'm so like, funny. So fucking funny.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
And she is one of the nicest people I've ever met. She's and her wife sweet. Is so kind. And so, like, don't be an asshole. Yeah. Just don't do it.
Well, I feel like I've learned a lot just from this conversation. We've learned a lot from books.
We have.
Let's go into... Thank you, books. Let's go into our nerdiest things of the week.
What's yours, Whit?
Mine? Well, we did recently have a big snowstorm, and I shared this on a Patreon call, but I prioritized going to the bookstore over the grocery store before the snow came. Well, we had food. We had food. Everybody's fine. I got
they can eat bread and they will like it. Yeah. No butter, no jelly.
I got Tessa Bailey's newest book, Catch Her If You Can.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll read it and report back.
I can't wait to read it.
So that was my nerdiest thing of the week. What about you guys?
I've been building new miniature bookcases for my shop, mostly for Kink and Ink, which is coming up. It's an event in Dallas. You should buy tickets to it. It is all like dark romance and kink romance. And they're doing like, if you know what shibari rope tying is, they're doing like classes on that and how to write and be respectful in this space and all that. So I've got 2 new dark romance ones where I quilled flowers and that like tons of handmade accessories. I've got a new witch cabinet full of items needed for like spell casting. There's a grimoire, there's a mortar and pestle, and like a lot of witchy fun.
Cool.
And then if you're not into the witchy vibes, I've got an apothecary cabinet with tons of herbs. That's what I keep calling them. Herbs, jars, and just like it's got 12 working drawers, and so I'm putting like little goodies in all of them, and they
channel
have little,
your inner Claire Fraser.
They've got little mini shovels in there, so you can scoop out the goodies. Yeah, I'm very, very excited about it. I've not designed new bookcases for a little bit, and I've got like 20 coming out. Yeah, because I like to stress myself out. It's fun.
Sure.
Good times.
Good times.
It makes life exciting.
Yeah.
Mindy, what about you?
So mine, surprisingly, has to do with heated rivalry. Shocker.
No.
So
that's going to be the thing now. I'm like, what is that?
So I guess most people know that I teach at an elementary school. And I have become friends with several parents. Just, you know, we sometimes we'll go get drinks together. So but I have this one parent that she and I talk about books quite often. And she was the one she was probably the first person that said to me, have you watched Heated Rivalry yet? And I said I was waiting to read the book and then I was going to watch it. So when I finally watched it, of course, she was like the first person that I went to. And so after school, I'm on the playground of the school talking about Heated Rivalry with the parent of one of the students that I teach.
Just so she knew what frauding was?
She probably does. But yeah,
that'll be a conversation for the next
time. Who is this person and can we all be friends?
Shout out to Tori.
Good job, Tori. Good job.
Way to be, Tori.
Yeah,
did she listen to the podcast? She's no friend of ours. Forget
no,
it.
she has. No, I think she has. I don't. Okay. She's super busy. Like she does. I don't even know what she does for a living, but I know it involves photo shoots and all kinds of.
If you're too busy to listen to our podcast,
but no, she definitely has listened to it. I'm just saying she's probably not a regular listener. But if you're listening, Tori, I love you.
Shout out to Tori.
Listen, we love you anyway, Tori.
Well,
that is it for today. Don't forget our Thursday episodes where we are discussing Quicksilver by Callie Hart. And we'll see you next time.
Bye. Like what you heard in this episode? Follow Our Nerdiest Thing on Instagram at instagram.com/Our Nerdiest Thing or Facebook at facebook.com/Our Nerdiest Thing. We love hearing from fellow nerds. Email us at ournerdiestthing@gmail.com.